Ah, greetings viewers. Today I intend to inform you of the terrifying horror, nay, horrifying terrors of the old ones. Actually, this has nothing to do with Lovecraft at all. I just felt like being dramatic, because, well, it's fun. Yes, the old ones, in this case, refers to some of the oldest dreams I remember, well, in fact, the oldest dreams I remember. I've already mentioned one of them, and that was the dinosaur and electricity one. If you can actually count that as a dream, I'm not sure I do. However, the other three oldest dreams I remember were all nightmares, of a sort, anyway. The first is what I like to call the tale of the racist baby. Essentially, when I was quite young, still in nursery I believe, they had a doll at the nursery. I wasn't playing with the dolls, by the way, just to reassure everyone. I'm terribly manly, wasn't playing with them, I just happened to see it. And it was one of those ones that had the eyelids that open and close like that, and the eyes as well that move like that. And for some reason that really freaks me out, just because, well, it's a doll, it shouldn't be able to look like a person and so on. It's weird and freaky. And I think I'd also seen an episode of Paddington Bear recently, which had him painting a room white and painting himself into the corner. And I think possibly wallpapering it and went over the door as well. I can't remember, he was trapped in a white room. So I had a dream that night about I was trapped in a white room, and there was a live doll that was advancing towards me going, "Rrrr." Well, I don't think it was actually making the noise, that was just me right now. So it was just going... Anyway, and well, it was terrifying. I think I eventually managed to get out, and there was just a white corridor with other white rooms off to the side, which, yeah, well, that was about it for the dream itself. The reason they call it the tale of a racist baby is because apparently baby me, or baby me's subconscious, was racist, because the doll I saw that freaked me out was white, and the doll that was trying to murder me in my dreams was black. I'd like to clarify, I'm not racist, but apparently my subconscious is. So, yeah, that happened. Let's see, yes, the other one, or one of the other ones, was it was rather like the dinosaur one. In fact, I don't really remember anything of the dream itself. I just remember, like, an image. And it was sort of like a dagger. It was, well, it was a silhouette. I'm sure. Hang on. Wait, is this important paper? No. Just work stuff, doesn't really matter. No, it's not work. It was a sort of... looked like that. If I can you see it? Yep. I think it's a dagger anyway. It's a sort of bulbous handle and a sort of leaf-shaped blade. It's just like the silhouette of it that I remember. And for some reason it freaked me out. I woke up feeling like really frightened. I don't really know why, I just did. I don't have an explanation for that one either, I do for the others. There was the baby I found, and the last one. Well, this one had the biggest impact on me of probably any dream I've had. I am arachnophobic. I am quite arachnophobic, actually. I hate spiders. They are evil, they are the spawn of Satan, and if my housemates wouldn't keep telling me off about it, I would be killing everyone I found with a flamethrower. They've got this crazy idea it will burn down the house or something. So, yes, and I also had I just got a bed which had one of those, it was like a wooden frame like that, and then the mattress slots into it like that, so you get a sort of that shaped hole in the at the corner. And what I had the dream about was these long spider legs coming out of a hole right by my head, probably about that long really, so stupidly big for a spider, but it was still a horrific nightmare, especially when you're a kid, and if you don't like spiders. If you've ever seen The Thing, the original The Thing, well, not the original, because I think that was about a giant space carrot or something, John Carpenter's The Thing, there's the bit where the heads come off and these legs come out of the neck, sort of going, and it scuttles off. It was kind of like that, and these huge, almost like fingers crawling out. I could not sleep in that bed for about probably nearly 10 years without something covering up those corners by my head. So on one side, I basically just shifted a pillow over on one side, which wouldn't have stopped a spider that size, but anyway. On the other side, I think I had some stuffed toys. No, wait, scratch that. I had something really manly there. Um, and yeah, I eventually got over it, but I just could not go to. I just felt really nervous there, same as I do anytime I think there's spiders around. Um, I don't know. I think it was after that actually that my arachnophobia probably really kicked up, and that was when on a Cub Scouts camping trip, because we had these sort of triangle tents like that, and there were three of us stuck into one, which could only fit about one adult in it anyway. Um, and if that's the tent, it's about there. The entire top half of the tent was just a giant spider web filled with about 500 of these tiny spiders, which is freaking terrifying. I don't like spiders, and I didn't want to be in a cramped space of hundreds of them. And the worst thing is, on the very last day, there was one spider managed to get inside the leader's tent as they were keep packing it up, because that was this huge double tent. That was quite annoying. Anyway, yes, my point is that nightmares, or at least things which weirdly freak us out, even if they're not technically scary, such as the doll and the dagger, but certainly not the spiders, because they're evil, nightmares stick with us the longest, because they provoke such an emotional reaction. You don't instantly forget them, and once you've remembered a dream in the first place, it becomes much easier to keep that memory, as opposed to usually where it's gone instantly. And by saying it like that, I get to sound smarter, so I actually know what I'm talking about. I don't, it just seems fairly obvious to me, so yeah. Hopefully the sound is clearer on this. I got a couple of comments saying that the sound wasn't very good before. It's I've come up with an ingenious two-part solution to that. Part one of that is I've made a paper cone. I can't really show you because it's on the camera. That will A, cut out ambient noise, and B, funnel my voice into the microphone. Part two is I'm trying to talk a little bit louder. It may not help at all. I might even be able to fiddle around with the volume settings in Windows Movie Maker to try and help there. But so yes, that's episode 1, the Great Old Ones, dramatic voice. See ya.